I uploaded 100 shorts to my YouTube channel in just 2 days to see what would happen, but I ended up also falling down a really weird YouTube rabbit hole. YouTube shorts are completely broken, and I picked out 5 examples of YouTube channels from my shorts feed to show you exactly what I mean. But before we get into that part of the video, we need to talk about the algorithm. Short form content on YouTube right now has a massive advantage over long form content in terms of the number of viewers it gets. 5 billion YouTube videos are watched every single day. In contrast, YouTube Shorts receive about 50 billion views daily, and that number is growing according to YouTube. YouTube has been pushing this feature really hard over the last 2 years, and so what you end up seeing because of the large demand for this product and the relatively low saturation compared to other long-form content of a similar variety, YouTube Shorts tend to get an absurd amount of views compared to other videos. You might have already noticed if you're a content creator starting out and you've just tried experimenting with YouTube Shorts yourself, it seems to be really easy to get quite a lot of views on shorts that seem relatively mundane, whereas getting views on a normal YouTube video requires quite a lot more effort. So because of this push from YouTube, it seems that shorts have become a relatively easy way of growing a channel very fast, even if interaction on other long-form content is abysmal by comparison. With regards to shorts and the YouTube algorithm, there are 2 key elements I'd like to focus on for the purpose of this video. The first being click-through rate, which is the ratio of people who actually click and watch your video versus the number of people who just see it in their feed, and retention, which is the average amount of time a person spends watching your video. Shorts do have one big disadvantage when compared with long-form content, and that is that YouTube doesn't currently support uploading custom thumbnails for YouTube Shorts, meaning that the YouTube Shorts that are shown in your home feed to you have auto-generated thumbnails. When compared with long-form content that has custom thumbnails enabled, this allows creators to create thumbnails that better advertise the quality of their video, as opposed to some of the auto-generated thumbnails that you might see. As a result, you could expect that some long-form content will have a better click-through rate on average when produced well compared with YouTube Shorts, and this tends to be the case. However, this isn't as big of an issue as it might seem at first, because the majority of views that come into YouTube Shorts don't actually come from where you might see it recommended to you in your home feed. Rather, the views that come from the Shorts feed itself. What I mean by this is, when you view a short on YouTube, you'll scroll down to the next short. That short isn't being shown to you in any recommended section. YouTube is just pushing that short next in the queue. As you watch shorts and you scroll through, shorts will just pop into your shorts feed whether you see them or not. And so a YouTube thumbnail isn't really quite as important for YouTube short as it might be YouTube video. For this same reason, YouTube shorts tend to get much higher retention rates than YouTube videos. And that's because when you finish watching a YouTube short, it'll loop around and play back again. So for especially short shorts, and for shorts that are relatively interesting enough to watch back again, they tend to get retention rates of over 100%. While YouTube shorts tend to be a lot shorter and thus have shorter retention times per view, because they're shown in the shorts feed, they tend to get a much higher retention rate than regular YouTube videos. A regular YouTube video's retention rate will slope off dramatically after the start of the video. But what you end up seeing with a lot of YouTube shorts, and especially short and entertaining ones, is that people will watch it more than once, because a short will loop around once you've finished watching it. And what this results in is a retention rate of over 100%, which is something you never see on long-form content. Because of the fleeting nature of this content, what you end up seeing is that viewership on YouTube Shorts doesn't seem to translate very well at all to viewership on long-form content. I realized this because I decided to actually check out some of the YouTube channels from the YouTube Shorts I was being recommended, and what I found was that despite very large subscriber numbers, they were struggling to get appropriate viewership on a lot of their longer form videos, despite getting hundreds of thousands and even millions of views on their YouTube Shorts. We can see in this first channel that despite having multiple shorts with hundreds of thousands of views, long-form content which is being consistently produced struggles to break 2,000 views. With this next channel, we can see that despite having multiple shorts with tens of millions of views each and hundreds of thousands of subscribers, the most viewed long-form video from a year ago has only 24,000 views. This next channel has over 1 million subscribers, a huge milestone by any measure. There are many shorts which exceed 20 million views. However, on the flip side, even with the 1 million subscriber mark reached, a lot of these long-form videos struggle to reach even 30,000 views. At over 5 million subscribers and shorts with hundreds of millions of views, we're getting into absurd territory now. The long-form content on this channel, despite being on a channel with over 5 million subscribers, struggles in much the same way. And the final channel I stumbled across was Jake Fellman with 16.3 million subscribers, a channel I had never heard of before until I went looking through shorts. We can see here that all of these shorts have hundreds and hundreds of millions of views, 12 billion views channel-wide. And yet, if we have a look here at the long-form content section, we see the same trend. Only one video has managed to reach over 100,000 views. Now let me be clear. I believe that short-form content is a perfectly valid form of media and entertainment, and all these short-form creators who are succeeding massively on this platform because of their content absolutely deserve every bit of it if they're creating interesting and entertaining content. But I do just find it weird that you can have a channel with millions of subscribers and struggle to get a single long-form video over 100,000 views. It just seems bizarre. So after discovering this rabbit hole, I did what any normal person would do, and I created 100 shorts and I released them in 2 days. The way I did this was relatively simple. I usually stream on Twitch, so I just downloaded one of my old broadcasts and I chopped it up into a lot of little pieces and created as many clips that I could out of it as possible. Once I did that, I decided I would just upload all of them at once, see what would happen after I released them into the wild as a sort of science experiment, and learn from it whatever I could. And I did find out some interesting things. One important thing to note about YouTube Shorts is when they're actually shown on the home feed, because YouTube doesn't allow for custom thumbnails, the thumbnail that you actually see for the YouTube Short is just an auto-generated one from whatever's in the video. I noticed from my 100 that I uploaded to my YouTube channel, shorts with an interesting auto-generated thumbnail tended to do much better than shorts that had confusing or indirect or vague thumbnails. So if you're a content creator, it's probably worth considering and keeping in mind what you're actually putting in your short, because that's what's going to be shown to people who haven't yet jumped into the queue on the homepage before people have clicked on it. As well as that, it seems that when I uploaded 100 shorts at once, YouTube took the first few, promoted them quite a bit, and then basically ignored almost every other short that I uploaded after that point. Minus, of course, the ones that had interesting thumbnails, regardless of what kind of metadata I ended up putting in there. That said, I was shocked as a tiny YouTube channel by the amount of views that I did end up getting on a lot of these shorts. Shorts that I thought were mundane or relatively uninteresting, as long as they at least were somewhat presentable, got hundreds or thousands of views, and generated a few subscriptions as well. Now, with everything we've talked about, it's hard to say whether or not those YouTube subscribers that came through the shorts will actually translate into viewers on regular videos. I think it's probably safe to say that that isn't the case. There doesn't seem to be any sort of a mechanism on YouTube's part for people to easily go from watching shorts to watching long-form videos. Or alternatively, maybe it's just because the kinds of audiences that watch either forms of content just don't really overlap. What does this mean for YouTube? I don't really know, and it's kind of hard to say. We've seen companies like TikTok, for instance, increase their maximum upload length all the way from 1 minute to 10 minutes in an attempt to probably claw away a bit of that market share that YouTube so dearly holds onto. But for the time being, I'll be sitting back and eagerly anticipating what YouTube will do with this feature in the future, and it seems like long-form videos aren't going anywhere anytime soon. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down, and comment below what you thought of it in general. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are on YouTube Shorts in general. I'll be making more long-form videos going forward as well, so if you're eagerly anticipating what I might have next, do hit the subscribe button, and I'll be here with a new video soon. I've got some fun stuff in the works, so stay tuned for that. Appreciate you all for watching this video, and I'll see you all soon. Lots of love. Ciao for now.